Hi Internet! In this video I will be showing a before and after of some pumpkins I picked up from AliExpress. These were a 7-pack for about $12. For the exact same thing you'd be paying about $20 on Amazon. So I'm going for a metallic black pink theme. I have gems here. My handy dandy glue gun that's currently charging right now. And I'm just gonna play around and see what sticks. So a year ago I got these like creepy accessories. This is a necklace, and you know, of course it broke, but what I'm gonna do is essentially use it to wrap around the pumpkin, the big pumpkin. And then I have essentially a pair of earrings in the same style. Just gonna open that up. Yeah, so earrings, never been worn. I'm going to possibly, ooh, these I think are a different shade of red. That's interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna use these on the smaller pumpkin, I think. So something like this. I haven't decided, but I'm just playing around with the different ribbons and gems and things that I have here. And here's another concept I have. So I have this really long ribbon. For some reason it reminds me of Chanel. But I'm thinking of wrapping this around. I'm going to be cutting towards the end so it's not touching the bottom and I have excess ribbon that I can continue placing around. But yeah, I think this will look cool as well. So I've started the hot gluing process. I think this looks pretty good in my opinion. Let's keep going. Wow, okay, so this came out way nicer than I thought. I added some small pieces at the end. I wanted to make sure I had enough for all 4 quadrants. Chanel pumpkin. I never thought I'd see the day. I will be cutting out these loose strands, but I think so far so good. I can't wait to see what I do with the other ones. Okay, so this is the next largest one. My concept with this one is to potentially add this like pearly rhinestone with the 4 quadrants. If I have enough, if I don't, I'm gonna use just 3. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so 1 done. I'm gonna keep playing around. Okay, so the second one has been completed. Yay! Okay, it's not perfect. Where's the, it's not perfect, but that's fine. I actually have pearls I can add to this, but I am looking for an imperfect look. These are actually not going to be for me. These are going to be for someone's holiday decor. I initially bought them for my decor, but they just add clutter to my space. So future me, Sammy, try to buy larger, impactful pieces. I am noticing that scale has become more important to me over the years. I would rather have like a really big item than like small items like this. So yeah, so that's why I'm crafting them up, making them extra beautiful, so that way they can look amazing in someone else's home. I'm definitely going to be making more in this video. Just stay tuned for that. I just have to do a little more brainstorming and see what I can do with some of these smaller ones. All right, so I have a bunch of this like rhinestone, gem, faux diamond, crystal stuff here. I'm thinking of adding it to these guys here, but we'll see what happens. Because I also have these like really micro pumpkins, and I think these strands would look way better on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and test it out really quickly. Okay, so I did the first string. The glue is obviously too thick, but I think this is as good as it gets. I'm definitely going to add ribbons or something to these pumpkins, but I'm going to go ahead and keep going on with the other ones. Alrighty, so I finished them. This one is just drying on the bottom here, but yeah, they're pretty much done. So what I'm going to do now is take some of this plaid ribbon. Now, it's been a long time since I've crafted, so I'm just going to pretend that I've never learned how to make a bow, because low-key, I kind of forgot. So what I'm gonna do is just like try to make it cute like this, like do a manual bow, I guess, with some hot glue, and then maybe add a crystal in the middle. Oh my god, they came out so freaking cute. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's not professional work, but this is, you know, just a little fun project. I haven't done anything like this in like what feels like a millennia, but essentially I decided that I was gonna go red on all of them. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I did put a rose on this. I think it looks spooky in one, on one side, and then you have the classy, elegant side in the other. So very versatile. So before I touch the last two, those are like medium small, so they're not tiny like this, but they're like a medium small. So before I go into that, I do want to see if I can add some feathers to this. I'm very curious to see how that's going to turn out. It's very glam. I'm going to try to make it spooky though. Okay, so it looks kind of funny looking, so I'm going to try to see if some white ribbon around the stem will fix this. All right, so change of plans. The ribbon idea didn't work. The feathers were kind of a fail. They're kind of flying all over the place. I tried securing them with glue the best I can. I decided to add some length for some flair, and I did add the little hand with the rose. Very classy glam Halloween from one angle. From another angle, you have like super glam, maybe rococo, dramatic, a little campy pumpkin. Yay. All right, so here we have the 7 pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and add something to these, maybe pearls, I'm not entirely sure. I'll be right back. Boom. Look at that. Okay, so she's done. They're all done. I decided to go a little emo with this last one. I had a lot of extra rhinestones, so I'm like, let me use them up here because I need a little bit more black for them to be cohesive. And I added some rhinestones here. I think the pearl came out okay. I think these came out really cute. But yeah, I somehow made glam Halloween hybrid pumpkins to give away. Happy about that. I hope in the future to invest in a large pink pumpkin to keep at home instead of buying small decor. That was a mistake I made. But yeah, happy to give these away. Looking forward to seeing how someone else is going to decorate them. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have feedback, please leave it in the comments down below. Remember, we're all human. Be nice and take care. Bye.